All right, boys and girls, I'm going to talk a little bit about fluoridation of our drinking water. And do we really need to be doing this? And what are some of the things that fluoride in excess does to us, does to the population? A lot of people assume that everybody, that scientists, the doctors that come up with these things have our best interest in mind. And that may be true to some degree, but a lot of times they do this stuff without really long-term side effects being studied. And fluoride is definitely one of those things that we probably have to reconsider. Unfortunately, in the United States in particular, everything is saturated with fluoride. Water, drinking water, juices, everything that's bottled has fluoride in it now, because the fluoride has been around for so long and been put in our water for so long. It's everywhere, and we're exposed to this on a daily basis, whether we like it or not. I don't know. And this number two here, fluoridation is unethical. I can't disagree with that. I mean, people, I don't know. Can they just be adding things to our drinking water? It's a little scary at this point. Exactly. Informed consent is a standard practice for all medication. And one of the key reasons why most of Western Europe has ruled against fluoridation. The dose cannot be controlled. You might be getting 5 times what they anticipated in one glass of water versus another glass of water the very same day. It's pretty scary stuff. And it goes to everybody, regardless of age, health, and vulnerability. People now receive fluoride from many other sources. Like I said, it's in our food and beverages processed with fluoridated water, which is about everything now. It's just crazy. And they even add it to children's drinking water that you buy in a bottle or a jug. It's not an essential nutrient. And fluoride deficiency does not cause tooth decay. I mean, it's crazy. The natural fluoride level in mother's milk is very low. It's just something that we don't need as human beings. The scary thing about it is it accumulates in our body. Okay? Our kidneys get rid of a lot of it, up to 60%, but the remainder accumulates and calcifies in tissues like bone and the pineal gland. Most of our people in the United States, probably their pineal gland is just calcified over, and this is a understudied gland that has a lot of, that's our third eye, people. If you want to read more about it, Google a third eye. But infants and children excrete less fluoride from their kidneys and take up to 80% of ingested fluoride into their bones. And no health agency is monitoring this at all. It's pretty crazy stuff. And, it's just not necessary. I mean, tooth decay trends in fluoridated and non-fluoridated countries show very little difference. It's just, we don't need to be doing this. It's pretty scary stuff. Tooth decay is high in low-income communities that have been fluoridated for years. There's the correlation between fluoridated water and less tooth decay just isn't there. It's pretty crazy. When they stop doing the fluoridation, tooth decay does not go up. Tooth decay was actually coming down before they started fluoridation. And like I said, children are being overexposed to fluoride. And it's actually, the highest doses are going to bottle-fed babies. It's pretty scary stuff. It causes systematic damage in our biochemical mechanisms. It's just pretty scary stuff. It may damage the brain. It interferes with functions of the brain. Substantial evidence of developmental neurotoxicity. This is pretty crazy stuff. They've actually done studies on this. And here's a scary one. Fluoride may lower IQ. Yeah, well, obviously. I mean, it's something we're putting into our bodies. It also may cause non-IQ neurotoxic effects. Pretty crazy. Fetal brain damage, and of course the pineal gland. Read more about that pineal gland. It's pretty interesting stuff. Thyroid problems a lot of times could be caused by too much fluoride. Causes arthritis. Just excuse me, just scary stuff. Damages the bones. Impairs kidney function, particularly in those that are vulnerable to bone, who have kidney damage, are particularly vulnerable to bone damage from fluoride. It may cause bone cancer. Just crazy stuff. Reproductive problems. Here we go again. Male testosterone levels are dropping 1.2 to 1.5% every year over the last 20 to 30 years. And that's probably when they've been studying this, so it's probably been longer than that since fluoride was introduced into our water. Pretty scary stuff. Also, it did talk about how it actually is, like I said, lowering sperm counts and actually inducing puberty in females in particular earlier than they should be reaching puberty. A lot of chemicals are doing that. It's a combination of different things, but and it may leach from pipes, brass fittings, and joints. Crazy stuff. Crazy stuff. I mean, we really need to be looking at this stuff. A lot of scientists oppose fluoridation. I mean, obviously. It's just pretty scary stuff. You guys can go online and read about this. Fluoride, it just wasn't studied enough before they put it in the water. There's really nothing else to say. And it's something we need to think about. Maybe something needs to happen.